Alright, we got the coffee going in the background. Now for the surprise. What did we get? It looks black. Got one sheet stuck down to the bottom of that. We'll fish that out when we got two hands. But what I've got here looks like some of this had a issue. Might have stacked it a little too deep that time. So we got a few of these we got to put through again. Oh man. Well, it's kind of what happens sometimes, I guess. You can't win them all. But we did get some good sections here. You got to be careful of any writing you have on there. I don't know how much of that you can see. It's that cold fire. Ice. But yeah. Alright, well, I know for next time. That was quite a few sheets there. I guess we'll just keep her going. Why not, right? If at first you don't succeed, burn it again. Let that sit there like such. And then we'll cycle it out. Meantime, I do have some of these I can get wrapped. Everybody knows the purpose of the tin foil, right? Got to be able to start that fire anywhere moist, damp ground. Little tin foil, keep that moisture from getting to it. Getting pretty good at this one-handed wrapping. If I was ever to hurt myself out in the bush, at least I know I can package up my char cloth one-handed. Be amazing at just how difficult little things are like that. Doing everything one-handed, trying to get some video of it, and as I'm doing it, I'm finding that if my left hand, by golly, was ever hurt in a tremendous fashion, it would really suck. There's a lot of things that I just wouldn't be able to manage. I don't even know if I could wipe my own arse. That'd be an interesting thing. I'm gonna have to try that. Can I pick ferns and wipe with one hand? Alright, I got two more of those ready to go. In the meantime, some of life's nectar. I'm gonna make it all smoky in the apartment again. Just started to get the smoke cleared out. Actually, I was a smart man. I'll be utilizing all of this heat and have multiple batches going. Nope. That guy's not gonna fit. This guy will. I don't use the large canning jars much, so I'll sacrifice a few seals for this. And once again, we just let her heat up. I did go looking for my Altoids tin. I have an Altoids Smalls or Minis tin around here. It's just a small metal tin. Poked a hole in the top with my awl from my Swiss Army knife, and cooked it down a few times so that it doesn't smoke because of any of the enamels or any waxes or anything, paint on the canister, and I make char cloth in that now. It's buried in my bag somewhere. I use that generally when I'm out in the wilderness. Fun word, wilderness. Oh, she's smoking like a devil, isn't she? Yeah. Large quantities of char cloth, I guess you want to make sure you just let them cook down a little bit longer. This is just not acceptable here. I mean, it's still pliable. The edge will catch a spark. You can see that's carbonized alright, but didn't go to carbon the rest of it. Nope, 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 didn't do it. I don't think she'll catch a spark very easy in the middle of that. It'll catch better than a regular piece of cloth or wet bark for sure, though. Tell you what. Believe you me. Oh, smoking like a devil here. Already smoking up the place. Look at that. Smoke's just billowing out from underneath there. We'll be a hoping. Start heating up just enough to peel that gasket there. Just bubbling up. Hopefully that's cooked it through the rest of the way. Got us some functional char cloth. Now, speaking of those one-handed tests, that's an idea. Let's take some poorly made char cloth. Oh, my lighting critics are going to be all over me for this one. What we're going to do, I'm going to dig out one-handed here out of my little EDC. My magnesium block and my striker. And we're going to see if we can get this guy to ember one-handed, as we were discussing, trying to find ways to do things with one hand. I mean, we got it. I think that qualifies as an ember. I'd like to be able to see more than one spot. But see, you don't need good lighting for everything. We were able to get it one-handed, even with bad char cloth or poorly made char cloth. Just goes to show you, use your head, maybe your feet, they might help you. But if you only got one hand, you only got one hand. Think of the things that you do with two hands all the time and never really consider that you may need to do it with one hand. Come on. Oh, yep. Now it looks like finished char cloth there. That looks finished to us. Cooked through. We like that. I like what we're seeing there. mind me throwing you around, trying to get that back on. Now, I would say this here appears done as well. Still got that one stubborn piece down in there. I'll get it out. Now see, these have started to ember sitting on the counter. So what I gotta do real quick before they burn themselves up, get them folded up, take that oxygen away from them. The last thing I need right now is for these to actually ignite and waste all that time I just spent making them. Now what I normally do is I'll take these, throw it in the fridge, get it good and cool, dry place, kind of cool it down a little quicker. What are we going to do about that guy? Well, there's a knife here. Let's see if we can. Yep, we're going to call it a loss. You can see where it actually adhered right to the bottom. So that's a lost piece. Yeah, you got to be careful with the plastics and the acrylics they use to decorate t-shirts. This is a decorated portion of the shirt. I don't know how well that would really ignite. I mean, it breaks apart like char cloth does, but it's a lot harder in texture. Or harder in consistency, and it's a different texture. For the critics out there. Alright, so now I've got 3 of these made. This other one should be cooled off by now. Well, my freezer's not smoky, so it didn't stay ignited. I got a little bit of OCD, so my edges have to be a little bit better than that. Alright, there's 3 packets done. Got another guy on his way here. And that would be done. Alright. I ended up making up one extra packet I didn't know I was going to do. I usually double my foil up just so it's not quite as brittle. Alright, now I got my char cloth packets made up. Go put them in my bag. And this is all we used. A couple of lids that I happen to have laying around, just something to seal up the top. We used 3 different size cans. Poked a hole in one of them to use as a lid. I used a ring just to make things look fancy. And all this stuff would pack down inside of itself in your bag. Same things sitting here will also make you a nice little rocket stove if you needed to. Extra little something to keep in mind, various size tin cans. Maybe some foil and some cloth. which all of this you should kind of have on hand when you're out camping and hiking anyway. But that's part 2 of Char Cloth 101 with speech, and hopefully you enjoyed, learned something. Have fun, take care.